Boom, 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 bat. What's cracking, wonderful people out there in the digital world? It's your boy Twin coming in live and direct on this beautiful Throwback Thursday. How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? What's cracking, lacking, man? Just want to hop on real fast, give a analysis of what happened at day two in the camp, in the Bay, in San Francisco on today. It got spicy out there. It's the name of the title. Hey man, it was out there spicy in the Bay Area. One thing for sure, two things for certain. 49ers are going to be in the news. And not only are we going to be in the news, we're going to bring excitement, we're going to bring drama, we're going to bring out the worst and the best in a lot of fans with one another. Like, we're not even talking about what we're going to do to other fans. I'm talking about just within our own fan base, we are getting down with our perspectives, with our preferences, with the things that we think we would do compared to other people out there. So, man, just big up to the 49ers, man, for what you're doing right now. Camp is looking good. We're excited. We got things popping. Welcome back, Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback came back today the first time. We saw him throwing live. It was wonderful to see that he's feeling better. Got back quicker than what we thought. My boy over here, he's part Wolverine. I know everybody talk about how short he is and say he got little thick thighs, but hey, my man's like Logan out there. He got that Wolverine blood in his system. So what some people thought would take 6 months to come back from, my boy said, look at here, watch here. I'm going to go rejuvenate. He hopped in that hyperbolic chamber and bam, there he go. He's back live and direct. So big up to Brock Purdy for coming back, man. And also that was part of the spiciness that we saw in camp on today. As we've heard, if you're not a 49 fan, the defense was out there putting their work on them boys. And so for those who do not know, because this is such a spicy topic in 49er land, we got Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, and Mr. Allen coming in. We ain't talking about Barry either, because he ain't that fast. And right now, it's been a wonderful competition at the QB spot. And as you guys know, we always got something going on in the Bay Area when it comes to the quarterback. Even though our defense is elite, even though our defense have a host of different characters on there that should be getting a lot of love, we know one thing for sure is that football is a what? It's an offensive sport. Back in the day, it was more like well-rounded where people really care about the defense. But let's be real, with fantasy football today, everybody's looking at the quarterback, the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends. What can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? So this is why we get all of this attention and excitement in 49er land, because we know one thing, everybody wants to see what's going on. And so, man, I'm excited because guess what we got? We got new content. We don't have to worry about like making up content like we've had over the last 4 months. We are getting content left and right. Man, big ups to anybody who's on Twitter. Shout out to everybody in the spaces. You know how that gets down, man. We having people talking about it. We got people like really, really enjoying, training camp so far. So, man, I'm just excited to see what we got going on in the Bay. Big ups to the defense as well. Man, big up to the coaches. Big up to everybody, man. I'm just excited. We got football. Man, we got day 3 coming tomorrow, but day 2 was so exciting, man. I mean, we had the boy Trent Williams coming to the podium. Man, we got the big ape over there, the big silverback out here, man. It's just a wonderful time to be a 49er fan. It's a wonderful time that we have camp. I mean, it's just dope. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my boy Jay Worthy. Big up to Stephen White in the chat, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys. Man, your boy's just excited. I know you guys are excited. What's going on over there in Oxnard? Y'all know what it is. It's that time of the season. That grass is cut right now. We see the people out there putting those white lines on their field. We hear them click, clack, that click, clack. I don't know if some of y'all might be too young, but back in the day was that Under Armour commercial before it was real popular. My boy Vernon Davis was on that click, clack commercial, That means everybody was getting ready to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? You got to strap up those your what you call it? I can't even think about the name right now. You got to strap up. You know what I'm saying? You got to tie your shoes up tight. You got to go in the training room, get spatted. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to get spat, some people didn't. There's a little swag out there too when you come on the field, when you got your shoes all spatted up. You got to make sure you get your gloves on, you get your helmet. Now, even though we don't have pads on just yet in 49er land, I'm excited because it's coming soon. So I'm really, really looking forward to see what these guys look like as far as just in shape. We look at like rookies or people coming in, seeing their body nice and tight, seeing do they got a little beer belly or saying they got that, that 8-pack or that 6-pack. We're looking at the defensive linemen right now because you can't really see them really doing any engagement because we don't have on pads. Same thing with the offensive line. Them big boys in the middle get down when they're able to touch one another. But right now, we got that joke on pause. So I'm just so excited, man. I'm geeked up, man. Hey, what my man say, I'm geeked up. I feel like Fable right now. You know what I'm saying? Man, we've been waiting. We've been hungry. We've been thirsty, man. Waiting for football season. I'm talking about real parch out here, man. And so I'm just excited. I mean, we got Brock Purdy coming in hot. We got Trey Lance. He was coming in hot. Well, he cold today. But your boy Sam Darnold, I heard he was a little, he was a little hot today, a little spicy. And one of the biggest things that we got to get right in 49er land is just our quarterback. Now, even though we got, things to do, I would say for real, you got to be excited. We got content coming everywhere. We got news coming out of the wazoo about what's going on with your squad, man. And then during this time of the season, I tell everybody, look for a specific position group that you want to see. You want to see them develop. You want to see what they look like right now. And then you want to see how they're going to look in 6 weeks when the season about to kick off. And honestly, Jay Worthy right now, the quarterback is looking like it's Brock Purdy. But he deserved it because, hey, my man went 8-0 last year. He only lost the game because of the injury. His arm got mangled. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Reddick was like, let me get that about you. You know what I'm saying? He took a ligament home as a souvenir from our quarterback. Wasn't cool. Didn't like it. But I think they're going to start with Brock Purdy. He showed some promise last year. And one thing about my team, as long as you win, you go get in. And we can't deny the fact that the boy got in there and he got them W's. So, therefore, he's the starting quarterback. Or, as my boy Kyle Shanahan like to say, he's the leader in the clubhouse. So, we don't got that type of team like y'all have where early on in the season they say, hey, this your quarterback. This is our guy. Like, I think Dak Prescott, they can say, hey, Dak, you the guy. Kansas City, they can say, hey, Pat Mahomes, you the guy. Over there in the Ravens, they can say, hey, Lamar, you the guy. San Diego, hey, Herbert, you the guy. Even in Philadelphia, hey, Jalen, you the guy. Even though we have a top 5 team far as just talent in our roster is concerned, man, listen here. We are going to play musical chairs at our QB position. I like to tell people, man, look, your boy Kyle Shanahan is like, he on The Bachelor. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to commit to nobody, but he is willing to go on a date with everybody. He ain't gonna commit to nobody, but he willing to go on a date with everybody. And so he testing out all 4 of our QBs right now. He'll test out Trey Lance. He'll test out Sam Darnold. He'll test out Brandon Allen. And if there's somebody else come, he might pick them up and test them out as well. So that's the thing about Kyle Shanahan. Man, this guy is so smart. He's so cerebral that he thinks my system can be greater than the quarterback that I do have. Or he's going to say my skill players are so good and my defense is so good, we don't need a top 5 quarterback to get in there to win the game. I've taken these little guys, whereas Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy, CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins. I've taken these guys and I made them look good because I'm so smart. And as of the last 3 to 4 years, it's worked out for us. We went to the Super Bowl. We're going to the NFC Championship game several times. We lost the last 2 times we went, but mainly Kyle is saying that he can get there with some guys that most people would say aren't that talented or don't have that much experience. So one thing I'm looking forward to is seeing will Kyle finally make a commitment to somebody, because once he made the commitment, maybe we can start getting over the hump, because Kyle always has his head on the swivel trying to find the next new thing. And so I'm just trying to sit here and be patient, not try to jump the gun this training camp, because we are going to be trying. Well, most people say there's a battle for the second quarterback position, and Brock has the first. For those that do not know, Brock just came back from an injury. He's gonna be a little rusty. He wasn't there in mini camp. He wasn't there in OTAs. This is his first time really throwing with the guys, and in maybe about a week we're gonna put some pads on. And so I think Brock is good. I'm really looking forward for him to get the opportunity to start. I was just telling somebody in our group chat the other day, they were like, hey man, I want Trey to start. But I'm like, honestly, if I'm just gonna keep it real, even though I may have a preference for who I want to start, Brock Purdy go start. He gonna get in the game. He's going to play unless something significantly happened during this training camp. Unless he get knocked in the head so hard that he can't see straight, he go play. And so with that being said, we might as well just look to another direction as far as what we're going to pay attention to, whether it's the defensive line, whether it's our running backs, whether it's our corners, our special team, whatever the case may be, man. That's where you got to turn your head to and look towards, because at the end of the day, the quarterback position ain't going to necessarily change, man. Cal is who he is. So, man, I'm excited for tomorrow. This will be day number 3 of training camp. Again, it was spicy out there today. Big ups to my guy, Fred Warner, playing great ball as usual. Big ups to all of the DBs out there, man. They was hounding these people. They was sticking to them, boy. I'm talking about it was all in these boy jerseys today. And everybody know this. If you are late to football, or if you've been a fan of football for a long time, you know this. Defense usually has the upper hand when it comes to the first couple of weeks of training camp, mainly because defense is more so on aggression and just pretty much energy. Offense is kind of predicated on timing, chemistry, play call, and things of that nature. So, and then also you got these quarterbacks going in and out, getting different snaps with different folks. So you got to realize that in the first couple of weeks, you might not see that offense out there humming. And then especially if you got a team like mine, I mean, our defense is really good, so you got some real boys out there, some real monsters, some real ballers out there balling, and they waiting to have one of these quarterbacks out there who don't really get those reps with the guys. I think reps are very important. I believe you need the repetition. Hey, your boy Bosa, he ain't out there, but he do want that money. I think Bosa go get paid about $32 million a year. If he has it his way, that's a lot of money. But when you can say, hey, I'm a defensive player of the year, I just won it last year, I'm still young, still vibrant, I stay healthy, hey, run me that check, run me my money. I was a number 2 draft pick. So he will say, give me that bread. He will bring that. He say, look, send that Brinks truck to Florida tax-free. Tax-free. He say, look, send me that tax-free. And also, you got to realize the same thing that we praise Bosa on, he's going to use to his advantage as well. Everybody like to say this. Hey, Bosa just got to come into camp. He's always coming to camp in shape. He doesn't necessarily have to go in there and play against, the ones. We just got to trust what he has done in the last 4 years. And so I believe that's the same thing that's going to happen. He's going to wait. He's going to hold out. He know that he has the 49ers by the the cojones. He's like, hey, I'm that boy. You can't get a sack over there on the other side. If they was giving away weed, that's how bad it is. You can't get a sack on the other side of the defensive line because that's how sorry it is. We don't get no pressure over there. So Bosa's in there like, hey, the price is going up. You need me. I'm that boy. You see what I'm saying? But I see my man Jay Word say, how's the defense responding without DeMeco Ryans? Man, the defense is beasting. I mean, people got to feel like, look, go look at Wilk's stats. Go look at his resume. Man, he was actually a head coach. He could have been a head coach of the Panthers, actually, as far as when the dude, Matt Rule, got fired. He took that team and turned them around last year, and at the end of the year, they were playing really good ball, honestly. He's always been a great DB coach. He was a defensive head coach last year. Coming to this team over here, he doesn't necessarily got to, make something up. I mean, we got the number 1 defense, or we had the number 1 defense last year. So he coming in there to an already made position. So he looking like, man, I got Charvarius Ward, I got Deommodore Lenoir, I got Sam Womack, you know what I'm saying? I got my guy Oliver. Then he looking at the DBs. He said, I got all pro, and my guy Talanoa Hufanga. We got Gibson over there. Then we used our second pick of the draft for Jair Brown, who is a ball hawk safety. he's coming in this joker licking his chops. He's sitting there looking like, man, I gotta wake up, go to work, and when I go to the meeting room or the office room, the first person I see, who, is that Fred Warner? Oh, what up, though, Fred? You see what I'm saying? So he look again. He say, oh, what up, Javon Hargrave? He look, oh, what up, Eric Armstead? Oh, what up, Dre Greenlaw? You know what I'm saying? So like, oh, I see you, Travis Ward. So he's coming into a position where he like, bro, I got all type of pieces. You know what I'm saying? He's excited. He should be enthusiastic. He don't necessarily got to go in there and change nothing for real, for real. I believe that he will have our DBs playing with a little more freedom. We played a lot of zone last year. I think it was around like 63% of our defense was zone. I think they may be cut down a little bit. We might man up a little bit more. I believe he might blitz some more. I would love to see more blitzing coming out of our team because I believe we got the talent, you know, on the front seven. When you got, come on, man, people got to realize, once we give, you know, your boy Bosa that money, we got Bosa, Armstead, Hargrave, and Drake. Drake! Drake! What they say, do right and kill everything. Drake, hey, that's what we want you to do on the edge. I need you to kill all the left tackles you see, all right, my guy? But he's just super and uberly athletic over there on that one side. And so you got a front four that will bring in havoc. You got two big guys in the middle. One is like 6'8". The other one may be like 6'2", but he's real, you know, compacted down below. We got Bosa over here on the left side, and then we got my boy Drake Jackson over there on the other side. So, I mean, Bosa on the right side, and Drake over there on the left. So, man, I'm really excited to see what we can do defensively because, therefore, we don't have to play zone as much. If you're a 49er fan, you can see sometimes on third down and long or third and 5 to 6 yards, we'll play off a little bit and don't necessarily bring pressure. I believe this year when we know we can get pressure up the middle and not always depending on the pressure to come out from the outside, I believe we can go do a little more, you know, get a little fancy, you know, with the blitzes. And we know we play nickel already majority of the time. I would love to see a Dre Greenlaw. I would love to see a Fred Warner playing more closer to the LOS and going trying to attack the quarterback. I even would like to see our slot corner or our nickel corner blitzing too as well. So, man, I'm excited to see these guys be a little more creative, not meaning that he has to do anything really special to the defense. It's already pre-made. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to prep this thing. He came in there, and I don't know if y'all cook or whatnot, but sometimes you can go to this place called Aldi's, and they got this they call it like a pot roast or something like that. It's already pre-packaged. You get the pot roast. It's the roast, it's the bell peppers, it's the onions, it's the yellow and green onions. Like all that stuff is already inside the package. All you gotta do is put it in the crock pot and turn that joker on, add a little water to it, and you good to go. You see what I'm saying? That's what type of situation he going in there. All he gotta do is just cut it open, make sure it gets the right temperature on it, and just watch it. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm excited to see what he's going to do. He'll bring in different little pizzazz about it as well. And I really think our defense, like last year, kind of was a staple of our team. For like, actually, our defense has been a staple of our team since Kyle Shanahan been there. Even though he's an offensive guru, let's be honest. The identity of our team has been the defense. Point blank, period. I know everybody talked about last year. We averaged like 34 points per game at the end of the year with Brock Purdy. He was out there balling. We had a awakening of George Kittle. He woke up. He stopped being a swing, a blocker for a little bit and actually began to play tight end. They actually started looking for the boy in the red zone. I've been waiting on this for forever. I was like, bro, they don't even throw the ball to George Kittle in the red zone. I mean, it wasn't no Kittle in the middle. The boy better get a TD. But thank God the boy finally got looked at the end of the year. But mainly because look at our defense, man. Our defense was putting our offense in beautiful positions, man. We was getting more turnovers. I think we was averaging like 2 turnovers a game for like the last 6 to 7 games. That's awesome for a team, man. You know what I mean? So that was dope to see that. I'm glad that not only that, I think our defense also, I mean, we were stout against the run. We only, like for 10 games straight, we didn't even allow a person to run over 60 yards. And that's crazy. So for 10 games, no matter who we played, no matter what the running back was, that man was running, and his highest number was 60 yards. That's crazy. So our defense is nasty. I'm really glad that we're able to even get even better. I think sometimes when you have a team like ours, you're trying to find out the small things that we can get better on, the details of the matter. And also, I believe that we need to get more, maybe like a little more in like defensive line depth or something like that. But I'm really looking forward to see what we're going to do this year. What my man, my guy over here says, I love who he said. The Cowboys say, "What up, Michael? What up, Diggs?" Hey, I love weed. We already said what up to you guys twice. We met you guys in the alley 2 times, my guy. And y'all both ran up out of there with black eyes. So I don't think you want to see us no more. I love weed. I don't think Michael Parsons want to see my boy Trent Williams. I don't think Trayvon Diggs. I know Trayvon Diggs don't want to see Brandon Ayuk. I saw my brother. What up to my boy Law Nation out there? He was putting some tape out there with Stephon Diggs, and he was talking about Stephon Diggs versus my boy. I mean, y'all boy Trayvon. No, Stephon Diggs versus his brother going at one another. Oh yeah, no. Your boy Law was putting who was that? Justin Jefferson versus Trayvon Diggs. And I said I wanted to text my brother, be like, I bet you ain't putting on that tape where Diggs had to go against Brandon Ayuk. Boy, Brandon Ayuk was out there. He was cooking that boy Diggs, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in week 5 when we go over that game. And because my boy Brandon Ayuk go kill your boy Trayvon Diggs, but we all know y'all can't handle us. What my boy Spotlight 49 say, what it do? She'll be better, especially with Wilkes can improve the secondary. For sure. I definitely believe you. You already know I'm telling you the truth. I love weed. You know y'all don't want to see us, man. We coming in hot. We coming in ready. You know what I'm saying? My boy number 11, Brandon Ayuk. He say, look, I remember Brandon say he want all the smoke. My man like a nicotine company. You know what I'm saying? He like Marlboro. He creating. Look, he want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Brandon Ayuk, number 11. He's the number 1 wide receiver that we have on our team. I believe Debo is the X. You know, he can play running back. He can play wide receiver. He can, I don't know, man. He's just a little tight ball of energy. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to my boy Debo out here. Hey, my boy Debo out here feeling good, though. Hey, you know when you've been working out, right? Anybody who's been in the gym and you've been eating right, you've been feeling yourself, the better you start looking, the less clothes you wear. Whenever you start working out, boy, you start wearing less and less clothes. You know what I'm saying? You start taking stuff off, be like, who needs a shirt today with a body like mine, with abs like mine? I shouldn't cover this up. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to my boy Debo Samuels. He was working real hard this offseason, getting himself together, especially since he thought he had a bad year last year. He's trying to come back, tell people that he's worth the money that he made. Stephen White, we will see. We will see, man. What you got on it, Stephen? Stephen White, what you got on it? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? You know? You want to look, you know how me and my bro get down on our pick'em series. You want to put a shot on it? Huh? Let me know now. Because you know I'm going to tell your boy Law. Hey, we might put a 5 on it. You know what I'm saying? So when both of us stuck at 5 Super Bowl rings, I might tell Law, like, hey, man, I got 5 on it. When the 49 play against the Dallas Cowboys, man, we finna go there and wreck them boys. Hopefully y'all got everybody healthy. Hopefully we got everybody healthy. And I know. Hey, y'all make sure y'all get ready for this pick'em series that we got coming up this year, man. Y'all know we finna get it cracking, man. Last year was a teaser. I believe everybody pretty much liked it. We was out there vibing, man. We had a wonderful time throughout the year. Man, this year, you know it's gonna be turned up a little bit more. It's gonna be more excited. We will be more comfortable, man. I can't wait to get you guys nice and leaning left and leaning right. But if you go with twin, you will be right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to take a drink all night if you come with me. But I'm definitely excited to see what we're going to do in these pick'ems this year, man. So y'all, for real, for those who are in the chat, make sure you hit the notification bell for the Brothers Podcast whenever we get on, when we do our pick'em series this year. Either it'll be Wednesday or Thursday, man, but it's going to be exciting. I believe that my bro, what is it called? Underdog Sports as well. We want to make sure you have time, go to their website. Make sure you use hashtag law whenever you go and do your pick'ems as well, man. So just want to do that plug out there. Shout out to the Bro Law Nation. But yeah, man, I can't wait for this year to come. We only got a couple more weeks, man. We got about a month left for these guys really go out there and start getting to it, man. So I'm definitely excited about that. Again, like my boy said in the chat, I uke that like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man, and give your boy a thumbs up because I'm definitely finna get this thing cracking. You see what I'm saying? for real, big ups to my boy. I love weed, man. I appreciate you coming in, kicking in with your boy. Hit that like button, sub to the channel, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to just chatting with you guys as we have this wonderful 2023-2024 season about to kick off. You know, so I'm just excited, boy. I mean, man, y'all just don't understand. I was at work today, and work was kind of busy. Things was moving along. But I know one thing about 49ers Twitter, it's gonna be litty, as they like to say, them young folk. Man, look, I went in that joker today about 1 o'clock, 1:30. By the time 2 hit, practice was over with. There were about 180 people in that god doggone space today. Big ups to my guy Roscoe. Big up to my guy Sersky. Big up to Rohan. Big up to my boy Jesse Naylor. Big up to Young Heavy. Big up to all the speakers that be up there talking that talk, man. Been trying to control what's going on in the 49er space. It be toxic. It be violent. It be crazy in there. But, man, we real passionate about our teams. We really care about what we want to do because we've been getting closer and closer and closer and not necessarily over the hump just yet, man. So, man, I know it's early, but we excited. And it's hard to contain ourselves because we just spent the last 4 months wishing for some content because we salty, you know what I mean? We've been hurt, we've been butt hurt, you know. We hate going home without that 6th ring, you know. It's been a long time, and we've been having such a good team over the last 4 to 5 years. It's like, bro, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if y'all play baseball, but y'all get this terminology, you know, especially for the fellas out there. We've been hitting triples. You know what I'm saying? We've been hitting triples. We've been hitting them singles. We've been hitting them doubles. But God dog it, we want to hit a home run. We want to complete the mission. We be so close, you know. We like, what up, though? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? We get to the introductory phase. We got good chemistry. Go on several dates. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, we get invited for Netflix and chill. And then we get stopped. You know what I'm saying? Unflow come through and say, no. It's not time yet. And this is like the 6th time we had this opportunity in the last, you know, several years. So, man, hopefully my team would get it right this year. Maybe this is the year. This is the time that we can hit a home run and make it all the way to home plate. You know what I mean? So I'm just, I'm definitely excited, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to check out the writers, see what they're going to say. Let me see what they're going to say about our squad. Again, I believe our defense will be the identity of our team once again. Big ups to our special team. Shout out to Robbie Gold. He's no longer with the 49ers, but he was a wonderful, intricate part of our team. He's no longer our field goal kicker. One thing about Gold, he was good as gold. He was definitely reliable. We used our first-round draft pick this year to get Moody. I know a lot of times we like to talk about the offense and defense, but for anybody who still may be a Cowboy fan in the chat, you know it's very important to have a kicker. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that Moody is somebody we can have for the next 5 to 8 years, kicking on behalf of San Francisco 49ers. And we ain't just talking about little 23, 25-yard field goal kicks. If my boy need to go from 55, 60, hey, I think he may have the leg strength to do so. So big up to Moody as he continues to ingratiate himself into camp. I'm glad to see him there. I'm stoked to see my special teams as well because we had a real rough time with special teams about 2 years ago where it was horrible. You didn't want to, I mean, it was bad. Our special team was slow. Hot Tire had to go. He had to hot tail up out of here, man. But we got a new guy. I can't think of his name right now. He was with the enemy with Seattle for some years, but he coming in this thing. He's really revamped our special team. Special team is better. I know a lot of people don't realize that the special team is very important in a football game. If you think about the punt coverage, you think about flipping the field, you think about kicking it in within the 10, right? In the 10, Like all those things matter because now if you had a real sorry special team that can't defend properly, your defense gotta go out there and defend 80 to 85 yards. But if you have I mean, yeah, if the kicker sucks or whatnot, that's a long time your defense gotta go out there and defend. But if you got a really good kicker that can put your teams in a advantageous position, I mean, listen here. On offense, you might get a punt returner who can return the ball 30 yards. The next thing you know, you right there at midfield. You don't need to call number 45 plays. The next thing you know, you in the red zone. But if you always constantly get picked, kicked back there in the back, your guys gotta go 100 yards, marching over and over and over again. And how our team is set up, not necessarily set up for big explosive plays. My team is set up for like long, methodical, time-consuming drives. I mean, we'll sit there and 12 to 15 plays to take over 6 to 8 minutes. You just be like, I mean, it'd be physical brand of football. You see them boys hitting each other over and over again, but you be like, bro, man, if y'all don't hear get that ball down in the red zone, because once you mess up one time, you kind of can waste all that wonderful work that you've done ahead of time. So, but anywho, big ups to Kyle Shanahan. I believe with these new quarterbacks he's trying to put in play, we'll probably be a little more explosive, maybe look more like the team that we saw at the end of last year. But honestly, man, I've been going on for about 30 minutes. I wanted to hop on here real fast, say what up to my good people. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys for coming in, hanging out with your boy Twin. Hey, y'all make sure y'all get some sleep tonight. Make sure you say your prayers. Make sure you say your Our Fathers our art in heaven. Pray for these people to go out there and have a good time tomorrow. Make sure nobody get hurt. I also want to send big prayers out there, man, because as a football fan, I love my 49ers, but I do hate injuries. So I pray that Joe Burrow injury ain't too bad. Hope it's something that he can come back from. The same thing with Jalen Ramsey. He's been in our division for the last, 3.5, 4 years with the Rams. Hey, Jalen Ramsey, man, I need you a quick recovery. I don't like it when guys get hurt, especially the good guys, man, the wonderful players, man. I like to see the teams fully loaded. I want to see them at full strength. I hate it in football when some of the good guys get hurt. And even the guys who maybe not a very known player, I just hate seeing that because people work so hard throughout the off season. The sport is so grueling on your body to be in shape the way that these guys are. These guys are physical specimens. You know what I'm saying? They're gladiators. So just want to send the prayers out to them young fellas, man, because I know they could take the air out of the team, especially a guy like Joe Burrow, because he's the quarterback, man. Not only is he the quarterback, y'all seen the list. He's a top 5 quarterback. So hopefully his injury is not season ending. He can get back in there and play. Hopefully all the other individuals out there take care of their bodies. I hope the coaches have the eyes to make sure that nothing is going to happen that's crazy, but it's football. Injuries do happen, but I just don't hope injuries happen. I just don't want season-ending injuries. You know what I'm saying? So I can't expect nobody in the NFL get hurt because it's such a physical sport. But I do hope that nobody get, hurt too bad. But anywho, I'm quit rambling on, man. It has been my time as your boy about to call it quits. Thank you again for coming on, hanging out with your boy Twin. Also in the chat, today's Thursday. I really think about one of these T days, probably like Tuesday. I want to do like a Twin Tuesday, man. For those who do not know, I got 2 sets of twins. And I know we're talking about football, and sports and things that relate to sports, especially like the fight night that we got coming out. Big up to Errol Spence and Crawford. They got a fight this weekend, July 29th. Y'all make sure y'all find somewhere, a bar, a friend's couch, or one of your homies' basements, man, to go check out this fight. Errol the Spence Jr., Errol the Truth Spence Jr. versus, Crawford, man. Y'all make sure y'all check the boys out. It'll be a wonderful fight, man. But other than that, I'm finna skedaddle up out of here, man. Peace, love, and all the other good stuff. Your boys out. Deuces.